everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 1025. Right now, one thing that we're not doing is we're not watching a lot of sports on TV. And I'm kind of disappointed about that. Because later this year, it was supposed to be the Summer Olympics. And in our family, when the Olympics are on, we watch it as much as possible. I don't know if you have a favorite Olympic sport to watch, but one that we've always enjoyed watching is women's gymnastics. Even back when I was a kid growing up in the 1990s, we loved watching women's gymnastics. And there's a comeback story in the 1996 Olympic Games that captures our hearts, and I just want to share it with you today. It involves a young 19-year-old named Carrie Strug. Strug had actually made the Olympic team in 1992. However, that team only earned the bronze in the all-around. So Strug wanted to come back and go for the gold. However, true to her name, Strug had her own set of struggles. She was plagued by injury, and it almost derailed her dream of winning an Olympic gold. Strug made the team and was a part of what we now know as the Magnificent Seven. In the women's all-around, the United States was narrowly leading the Russians. It came down to the final event, the vault. To the final two competitors. Young Dominique Moceanu needed a 9.3 to secure the win. Unfortunately, she faltered. She fell, earning only a 9.1. Everything was now on Strug. First time down the runway, she sprang into the air, twisting and falling. And unfortunately, the pressure was too much. She couldn't stick the landing. But something happened as she landed. She could feel a snap. She'd torn two ligaments. Now, typically for any athlete, this would have marked the end of their Olympic dreams. But Strug's coach, Bella Caroli, told her, "We need you to get back up and go out there." And so, trying to control the pain, Strug sprinted down the runway a second time, vaulted into the air, twisted, and stuck the landing. As soon as she was done, she crumpled to the ground, and the fans erupted, and they knew what had happened. The United States had won the gold. And still to this day, there's that iconic moment where Bella Caroli is carrying Strug to the medal ceremony. If there's one word that describes Carrie Strug, it's the word grit. Determination, perseverance, sticking with it no matter what. The Bible talks about grit as well. It uses words like steadfast or endurance. Because this is what we need as Christians. We need to stick with it. We need to persevere. We need to push through those moments of pain, those temptations that we face. We read these words from 1 Peter chapter 5. It says, "Be alert and sober-minded. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Resist him. Stand firm in the faith. Stick the landing. Because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of suffering. And the God of all grace, who called you to his eternal glory, greater than Olympic glory. He called you to eternal glory in Christ. After you have suffered a little while, even though there are things that trip you up and threaten to drag you down, he will himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. So what is it right now that has you down? Where do you need the God of all grace to give you grit to make that comeback? Know that he will be faithful to you. And in the end, to that award ceremony, he will carry you in his arms and celebrate along with you. Thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you again next time.